All right, as we take a look at our tail of the tape, it's who can get back on the winning track tonight. Age 2 years to Vince Morales, height 1 inch advantage to Smith. He also gets the 1 pound weight advantage. We'll see how the reach plays out as we go inside cage side with Britt Talbert.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This fight will consist of 3 5-minute rounds in the front straight fights featherweight division. Let me introduce the fighters to you right now. First, fighting out of the red corner to my right, standing 5 feet 8 inches tall, even 145 pounds, making his professional debut with us here tonight. Representing Pariah MMA, all the way from Colorado Springs, Colorado. Let's welcome Trey Tiger Smith. His opponent across the ring to my left, fighting out of the blue corner, standing in at 5'8", 7 inches tall, weighing in at an even 144 pounds with a professional record of 2 wins against 1 defeat. Representing Franklin MMA from Ontario, Oregon, I give you Vince Vendetta Morales. Our referee in charge of the action, Mr. Tom Suffnet.
All right, here we go. A little dramatic lighting effect there thanks to the awesome production crew here at CenturyLink Arena. Vince Vendetta Morales looking to get back on the winning track as he goes against Trey Smith, who is making his pro debut tonight. Referee Tom Suffnet says live action, and we are underway in round number 1. First of 3 5-minute rounds. A lot of quick, fast action. Vince really good at those strikes, can kind of come out of nowhere.
A lot of looping wild shots right now. You know, it's kind of common sometimes, but, you know, I'm just kind of wait to see what happens. Oh, nice overhand right.
Vince gets in there, good knee to the body of Trey.
Watch that knee. You want your clinch. You want your toe knees in the clinch, buddy. Circle to the right. Flip it off. Take your time, work outside, use your finish. Make that full butt. Make that full butt.
40 seconds gone by in round number 1 between Trey Smith and Vince Morales. A lot of wait and see. They get in close. They both go for some rights and lefts. Nothing really connecting as of yet.
I think Vince got off a nice little overhand right. His right keeps finding its place, so that's a good thing. And you know, it's good to see, you know, Vince kind of ducking under all the punches and stuff.
Minute 15 gone by. The fire and black trunks of Trey Smith, the black trunks of Vince Morales, as they bounce right here in front of us.
Well, what's kind of, oh, we got an eye poke. What's kind of interesting is Trey.
You mentioned the eye poke right there. Referee Tom Sutton's going to check him out here. He does have up to 5 minutes to recover from that foul, from that injury. He's definitely going to take a couple of minutes. Coach Tony Fricklin talking to him, making sure that he is okay. Definitely can be a disadvantage. Again, he has up to 5 minutes, and he's had enough time, and we are back underway with about 3:45 left in this round.
What's interesting is what I was saying is Trey's wearing traditional, like, Muay Thai shorts, and he hasn't thrown any kicks yet. And probably partly some of the reason is because Vince is not letting Trey kind of get in the range like he is now in the center. Vince keeps marching him down, which is a good thing to do against strikers, is put their back against the cage and make them always circle rather than actually have the chance to let their legs fly.
Again, Vince Morales looking for those rights and the lefts, shaking them out. He definitely wants to start landing some of those punches.
Good ear.
Connects with a good overhand right, follows it up with an uppercut and another overhand right. Again, ducking in there. Vince doing a really good job knowing that reach advantage does go in Trey's favor. So as you mentioned back in Vita's fight, he's going to have to eat a couple to get in there. He's definitely not afraid to start throwing it and trying to duck under Trey to really start landing some of the bombs that he wants to throw at this point.
And this is kind of where you want to tell your fighter, like if you're Trey's corner, say, hey, you know, you got to start mixing it up because, you know, egos kind of come into play, and you each start throwing heavy leather and looking for those shots. and that's not necessarily the game plan going in. So you need to be able to pivot. There's a nice little left hook.
Going for that overhand right there. Again, they've landed a couple decent shots. Nobody really fully connecting yet at this point as we continue on with round number 1 between Trey Smith and Vince Morales.
They're connecting a lot.
Yeah, they're connecting a lot. You haven't had that heavy bomb. I should correct myself there.
No, you're good.
Thanks for the catch there. I appreciate it. Oh, good left hand there by Trey. That one definitely connected. Vince doing a good job of staying on top of him right now. Definitely has Trey rocked back on his heels right now, and Vince knows that he is not relenting. Chasing him around the cage, left and right. 2 right knees to the body of Trey Smith. Great flurry of offense right there from Vince Morales.
Another left right.
He's got it left right. He's not letting go at this point. Those rights are flying. Is this one done? Not yet. He's got the knees flying. There's about 4 knees that are connected to Trey Smith. Kudos to Trey Smith for
Tom Supnett. Tom Supnett did a great job. Tom Supnett almost got in there and stopped the fight.
As I was trying to stay before my tongue got tied there. Kudos to Trey Smith for withstanding 2 heavy flurry offensive productions there from Vince Morales. As we come up on 35 seconds left in round number 1, and here we go again. The rights are flying. Trey is covered. There's 3 knees, 4 knees, and Tom Supnett calls this one. It is over with just 26 seconds left in round number 1. And you can see right there as Tom talks with Trey. Trey is in agreement with that one, definitely disappointed, but just couldn't stop and withstand anymore.
I was going to say the same thing. There was no protest from Trey. Trey, right when he got broken and called off, the fight got called off by Tom Supnett, the referee. There was no protest other than almost a look of relief.
And you got to see it right now. If we cut back to live action real quick over the corner, Tony Fricklin, Vince Morales' coach, coming straight over to Trey Smith, checking on his health, assisting him. He's good. Trey's corner from Pariah MMA back here now. Again, offensive flurry. Hands down, it was that last 30 seconds there that Vince caught. Right there, you see the end of the fight there. Vince caught it. He knew it. He wasn't going to let it go, and he followed up on it. Just kept it up, kept it up, kept it up. Trey Smith did a good job withstanding that offense. Tom Supnett doing a great job of letting it go, but as you saw right here in front of us, just came up to that point. Trey had guard up. He wasn't landing those knees that I was calling, but he just had nothing left and really wasn't defending himself.
Yeah, you have to intelligently defend yourself. I mean, he was, all those knees that you saw to the body, they were not landing. They were actually hitting Trey's elbows, to be totally fair. But, like I said, Trey took a lot of damage right before that and didn't make a case to keep staying in this fight. And like I said, when Tom Supnett stepped in, the referee, there was a look of relief on Trey's face, and there was no talk back from that.
No, absolutely not. So, and while we're waiting the official decision, it is all but official at this point. We got to say a huge thank you to both Trey Smith and Ashley Dean and the entire crew from Pariah MMA making the trip up to Colorado Springs, making the way up from Colorado Springs, Colorado to Boise, Idaho. First time we've been involved with this camp. They had a great showing. 2 great young talented fighters, very promising futures ahead of both of them. And we look forward to definitely working more with the group Pariah MMA out of Colorado Springs.
Yeah, they brought some talented, talented stable of fighters, with the 2 that we've seen. I hope they come back, and I hope they have a good impression when they leave Boise, because this is a great market for fighting that we built here, and there's no easy fights.
All right, well, we are going to step aside. Ring announcer Britt Talbert back inside the cage for the official announcement. It is all up to Britt.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, how about one more round of applause for our fighters here in this fight at Front Street Fights. And we have a winner by way of TKO at 4 minutes and 15 seconds of the first round. Out of the blue corner, Vince Vendetta Morales. Again, before we get to Vince, nice round of applause for Ashley Dean, our guys here. Trey Smith coming over from Colorado Springs, Colorado to take part in Front Street Fights. We appreciate them coming over here. Let's talk to the winner. It's FaceTime, man. Come on, FaceTime. It's definitely easier without the mouthpiece. Guys, we're here with Vince Vendetta Morales, and whenever a local fighter fights somebody from a different region, different area, different style maybe even, how hard is it, no matter how much video you get, to really prepare for a fighter coming in from Colorado?
Well, I prefer not to watch any video, honestly, but it's always, I think it's a little more pressure. It's harder on the local guys because now we have all this pressure. We got all our friends and family, who we all love, of course, but it still adds to the pressure.
Okay, so what's next for you? It's we always like to ask that. You're professional now. Your record improves to 3-1. What's on the immediate horizon?
On the immediate, I just want to get another fight, really. I was out since September, and it's just too long. Left me edgy. I really want to get some more fights going ASAP. I mean, if it's in a month and a half, I'll take it. First things, though, I actually really want to thank all my sponsors. Vape Storm, they helped me out tremendously. It was great. Everybody that came out and bought tickets. It was a good showing, and I appreciate everything. So thank you, guys.
Our friends from bodybuilding.com got a nice swag bag for you, Vince. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner from Ontario, Oregon, Vince Vendetta Morales.